Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss 8 chapters of how the 8th canto, in which there is description of churning of milk question. So, and this chapter also describes how Goddess of Fortune, that is Lakshmi, appeared during the churning of the ocean of milk, and how she accepted Lord Vishnu as her husband. As described later in this chapter, when Dhanvantari appeared with the pot of nectar, the demons immediately snatched it from him, but Lord Vishnu appeared as the incarnation of Mohini, the most beautiful woman in the universe, and just to captivate the demons and save the nectar from the demigods, for the demigods. So, in 8 verses describe how the different things came out from the churning of this milk ocean. Then after Lord Shiva drank all the poison, both the demigods and demons took courage and resumed their activities of churning. Because of this churning, first a Suravi cow was produced. So great saintly persons accepted this cow to derive clarified water from this milk and offered this clarified water in oblations for great sacrifices. Thereafter, a horse named Uchisrava was generated. Uchisrava is an opulence of the Lord. Uchisrava Swahanang, Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter stated. This horse was taken by Bali Maharaj. Then there appeared Airavata and other elephants that could go anywhere in the direction, and sea elephants also appeared. This Airavata is also an opulence of the Lord. So the gem known as Kaustuva was also generated, and Lord Vishnu took that gem and placed it on his heart. Kaustuva. And thereafter a Parijata flower and the Apsaras, the most beautiful women in the universe, were generated. Then the goddess of fortune Lakshmi appeared. We stated how 9 to 29, these 21 verses describe, and the Swayamvara, marriage preparation was made. The demigods, the great sages, Gandharvas and others offered her their respectful worship. The goddess of fortune could not find anyone to accept as husband. In 3 verses, Lakshmi Devi defines who can be the Lord, who can be her husband. In verse 20 he says, Lakshmi Devi says, Goddess of fortune, Nunang tapojasya namano nirjaya jnanam kvachitacha na sangavajitam kasyan mahadas na kamanirjaya saishara king parato vipasaya. The goddess of fortune examining the assembly throughout in this way, someone who has undergone great austerity has not yet conquered anger. Here, Lakshmi Devi meant this Durvasa. Someone possesses knowledge, but he has not conquered material desires. Just like knowledge, Sukracharya, Kavinam Suna Kavi. Someone is a very great personality, but he cannot conquer lusty desires. Here she referred to Brahma, who was attracted by his own daughter, Saraswati. Even a great personality depends on something else. How then can be the supreme controller? He can be supreme controller. Here, Lakshmi Devi refers to her remarks or hints at Indra, who is the king of the demigods. So, Prabhupada Maharaj in his purport says, here is an attempt to find the supreme controller or Ishvara. Everyone may be accepted as an Ishvara or controller, but still such controllers are controlled by others. The Lord is not controlled by others. Similarly, in verse 21, the goddess of fortune says, someone may possess full knowledge of religion, but still not be kind to all living entities. If someone, whether human or demigod, there may be renunciation, but that is not the cause of liberation. Someone may possess great power and yet be unable to check the power of eternal time. Someone else may have renounced attachment to the material world, yet he cannot compare the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, no one is completely freed from the influence of the material modes of nature. The next verse, Lakshmi Devi says, someone may have longevity but not have auspiciousness or good behavior. Someone may have both auspicious and good behavior, but the duration of his life is not fixed. Although such demigods as Lord Shiva have eternal life, and they have inauspicious habits like living in crematoriums. And even if others are well qualified in all aspects, they are not devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this way, finally, he found Lord Vishnu and said, "No Khankadima," though he has all the good auspiciousness, qualities, etc., but still then he didn't like, he didn't want Lakshmi Devi. Still then, even if he doesn't like, still then Lakshmi Devi accepted him as his husband and kept him, Lord kept her in her chest, in his chest. Lord's chest is Lakshmi Devi. At last, she selected Lord Vishnu to be her master. Lord Vishnu gave her a place to stay everlastingly at his chest. Because of this combination of Lakshmi and Narayana, all who were present, including demigods and people in general, are very pleased. Demons, however, being neglected by the goddess of fortune, are very depressed. In verse 30 describes how Varuni, the goddess of drinking, was generated, and by the order of Lord Vishnu, the demons accepted her liquor. And 31 to 34, these 4 verses describe Dhanvantari, another incarnation of the Lord, Dhanvantari. It stated, Savai Bhagavatah Sakshat Vishnuransan Susambhava Dhanvantari Tikhyata Ayurveda Drik Ijabhat. That means this person was Dhanvantari, a plenary person of the Lord Vishnu. He was very conversant with the science of the medicine, and as one of the demigods, she was permitted to take a share in sacrifices. Ijadik, Ijabhat. The purport, Prabhupada Maharaj quotes from Madhacharya that Dhanvantari, who was carrying the jug containing nectar, was a plenary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But although he was very strong, the asuras were able to take the jug of nectar from his hands. That is the Lord's Lila, the pastimes. So, in 35 to 40, these 6 verses describe demons, how demons snatched the jug of nectar from the Lord. In the verse 35 it stated that tam alokya sura sarve kalasam chamratamratam lipsanta sarvastuni kalasam tarasaharan. That means, upon seeing Dhanvantari carrying the jug of nectar, the demons, desiring the jug and its contents, immediately snatched it away by force. So the demigods again become harassed. So when at the time of harassment or difficulty, they always remember the Lord. That is their advantage. And the demons immediately snatch the jug. So Lord Vishnu solaced the demigods, who therefore didn't fight, but remained silent. While the fighting was going on among the demons, the Lord himself appeared as incarnation of Mohini, the most beautiful woman in the universe. By the Lord's arrangement, there appeared a fight between the demons. Aham purvam eti. Always in that way they fought. I will take part. Nobody could take. Though they had the pot of nectar, that's what Lord said. Mahaparishu Kadachan. Karmaniva Adhikaraste, we have the right to work, but we cannot get, we cannot claim the fruit of that work. The Lord will allow that. So, 41 to 46, this Mohini is described how beautiful she is. How beautiful. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who can counteract any unfavorable situation, then assume the form of an extremely beautiful woman. This incarnation as a woman, Mohini Murti, was most pleasing to the mind. Her complexion resembled in color a newly grown blackish lotus. Every part of her body was beautifully situated. Her ears were equally decorated with earrings. Her cheeks were very beautiful. Her nose was raised, and her face was full of youthful luster. Large breasts made her waist seem very thin. Attracted by the aroma of her face and body, and bumblebee hummed around her, and thus her eyes were restless. Her hair, which was extremely beautiful, was garlanded with malika flowers. Her attractively constructed neck was decorated with a necklace and other ornaments. Her arms were decorated with bangles. Her body was decorated with a clean sari, and her breasts seemed like islands in an ocean of beauty. Her legs were decorated with the ankle bells. Because of the movements of her eyebrows, as she smiled with shyness and glanced over the demons, all the demons were saturated with lofty desires, and every one of them desired to possess her. So they didn't fight for this nectar, Amrita. Rather, they gave this nectar what to the Mohini. This will describe in the next chapter what happened. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like our channel and get blessings of the Lord. Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.